Today on American Indian, we take a look at a few ways we have attempted to counter the heat in an Indian summer.
What are we doing today?
Oh, don't, hold on, I have sweat. I have sweat on my brow.
Well, yeah, you're in Delhi, so in the summer, so let's...
Excuse me.
Temperatures in Delhi this year have reached as high as 47.8 degrees Celsius. That's 118 degrees Fahrenheit. From malls to museums to a water park and even an abandoned rock quarry lake, join the Seeuws family as we try to keep it cool on this special summer edition of American Indian. We're an American family living in India. We love food, film, language, culture, and making new friends. Join our adventures from America to India and beyond.
Sorry to call so late. Our power has gone out. First floor's power is still on. Yeah, I checked the circuit breaker twice. I flipped. How long has it been?
I don't know.
It's probably an hour, maybe 45 minutes. So we're going down to the landlord's extra room. So I feel bad. We have a baby. So it makes me feel less bad. They've been generous enough to let us take over their room. We're all here together as a family.
This is now the third or fourth time that our power has gone out. Wire has melted, but it's connected to the power company's little transformer deal. So apparently the landlord went to the people and said, hey, we've got this issue. And they're like, oh, well, we'll come when it breaks. It's like, it's broken 3 times. What is your definition of break? They're supposed to be sending a guy out in 15 minutes. One single dude, okay, whatever. Like, let's go sleep on the roof for the... But, you know, we got a baby. And he's just crawled up here. I don't know why he's obsessed with that little cubby hole, but he is. And now he'll start to cry any second because he'll realize he can't get down. Or he'll just be content. I need to learn the secret of contentment from Rohan. He was born here. He's just more used to it.
For as young as he is, our little India-born Rohan is instinctively getting something quintessentially Indian, doing something fun or diverting to make the heat more manageable. So we tried our share of diversions. Melissa went for the museums, many but not all of which are air-conditioned.
So what museums did you go to?
We have been to the National Science Museum, Gallery of Modern Art, to the Doll Museum, tried the Crafts Museum, oh, and the Musical Instruments Museum.
Right, so which ones of these allowed you to film?
The Crafts Museum, if you were outside, not inside the galleries. The National Science Museum, I actually probably think you probably weren't supposed to film, but I did, and the guards never said anything to me. Museum of Modern Art, you can film outside. They have some nice artwork outside, so I should have done that, but I didn't have a camera with me, so I couldn't. Oh, Musical Instruments Museum, you couldn't film either.
Which ones were air-conditioned? Which ones were cool feeling places?
Yes. Okay, if you're trying to see a museum and you want to be cool in hot season, you should go to the Museum of Modern Art. That would be my first pick. Wonderful AC. Take you at least a couple hours to really do that museum well. The Doll Museum was AC'd. Hit up the Science Museum and the Crafts Museum in cold season.
So which was your favorite museum?
I think the Crafts Museum will be my favorite. We only lasted about an hour and then we're like, oh, okay, it's way too hot, we gotta go.
And that's the one's outside?
That's the one that's, yeah, so it's really neat. Because you get to film outside, and then you have these different galleries, you go inside. Just, yeah, it had a really neat feel to it. But definitely the Museum of Modern Art for hot season would be my favorite museum thus far.
You have anything you want to add about the museums?
I like the Modern Art Museum the best.
Rachel and I find the museums interesting, and Satya, though she does complain, does enjoy them when we get there.
When it comes to malls, our favorites are Ambiance in Vasant Kunj and Select City Walk and DLF Place in Saket. As foreigners, we feel an almost magnetic pull to the malls, and honestly, there are times I think we feel a bit guilty about this, but they really are a nice place to cool off. But Delhi has tons of malls, so if you have a particular favorite, let us know in the comments. We actually tried to go to the Pacific Mall in West Delhi one time, but we got stuck in the parking lot for the better part of an hour and gave up and left.
That was brutal.
One of our favorite coffee houses / restaurants, Mocha in DLF Place, They have a huge mason jar full of tasty iced lemonade that is pure summer bliss.
Outside, yeah. Man. Oh gosh.
Everything was awesome, it really was, until that moment.
If you want something a little bit less mall-ish, the Potbelly Rooftop Cafe in Shopperjot has some nice varieties of lemonades too.
How is it?
Fresh.
Yeah, I do taste apple.
The apple juice.
Maybe so.
Really though, if you want a more authentic Indian experience, nothing beats the roadside juice corners that you can find just about anywhere. You will make yourself more susceptible to Delhi belly, but if you pick a more trafficked neighborhood, generally you can find spots that will be pretty safe. And there ain't nothing like these roadside shakes and juices. Of course, there are the kulfi vendors, which probably should have similar warnings, but I love these things so much, so I just don't care. These are like India's own homegrown popsicles. I've done half an episode of Street Food India about these if you'd like to learn more.
Summer here yet, but that would definitely be a good treat to have during the summer.
At least as big as kulfis, though, these days are the prepackaged popsicles and ice cream snack carts. On a hot day, they're like an oasis. I'm a huge ice cream fan, I love it, so it's probably not a big surprise that being a foreigner and an ice cream fan, that my favorite place for sweet cold stuff is the Big Chill. It's another one of those magnets for foreigners, but it's just that good. Honestly, not the biggest fan of their food, but they have nailed the sundaes and shakes and desserts. I will stand by the Minty Monster sundae as one of my favorite cool down treats in Delhi. But sometimes the heat is just so heavy you need to take a dip, and Delhi has more options in this department than you might at first think. We went to a public pool in Gulmohar Enclave, which cost 250 rupees a person, so 750 for the family. In 2011, we went to Fun and Food Village, which was actually pretty nice in my opinion, but it's a bit more expensive. For an adult couple, it's 1,799 rupees, and kids under 4 feet 6, it's 599 rupees. For our family then, it would be about 2,800 because Satya is too tall. Our friends Dave and Anna found a Groupon deal that was pretty hard to beat, 750 for our family at a water park called Just Chill. While I definitely don't think it's as good as Fun and Food Village, even Fun and Food cannot compare with the sheer random hodgepodge of the Just Chill decoration.
Got bagpipe players up here, statues.
I mean, that's like the nice. It's like it is so like a Hindi film. Just throw everything at it.
Just throw everything.
You know what we need? Just throw some dinosaurs out here.
Let's throw some dinosaurs.
And some bagpipe players, and we're good to go.
Still, I would definitely pick this place over a swimming pool. Slides are actually more fun than most of the ones I remember from childhood at water parks in America, because some of them almost seem like they should be illegal. Honestly, I was in pain after Just Chill, but I had a lot of fun. Then again, one smaller slide actually broke while we were there, and we almost witnessed a full-on riot. This pool is empty because the entire population of the park, workers and visitors included, were involved in a three-way powwow over whether or not a woman had been mistreated when she had been told to wear appropriate swim clothing by the staff. At least that seems to be the instigating factor.
So aside from the giant brouhaha over the people not wearing their swim costumes, that almost turned into mob violence. Not quite, but there were some punches thrown. Like a staff member actually punched this dude in the face twice. But this happened to my board shorts. There's something on those slides that ripped right through the butt crack portion of my board shorts. Then this one part right here, like, it looks like it's been burned. It looks like it's actually been melted. It's crazy. So I don't know if it was like a bolt that was really hot, you know, because on some of these slides you can go up the side where the water isn't. But I'll say, some of the funnest slides I've been down and some of the most painful and exhilarating slides I've been down. So, I mean, it was a pretty good proxy for surfing, because surfing can sometimes be a bit dangerous.
Either way, we definitely got our money's worth at Just Chill. The water did cool us off, the slides were fun, at times scarily so, and we got our own front row seat at the Indian water park equivalent of a pro wrestling match. If you're looking for a way to chill out in a more remote location, I've got just the thing for you. A few months back, Little Black Book Delhi, a website with some great content on Delhi, and a film production company called A Little Anarchy Films made a video about some old abandoned mining locations south of Delhi that have since filled in with water, making accidental man-made lakes. My friend Arun and I decided to take a drive down to check the locations out ourselves.
So me and Arun are here. Say hey, Arun.
Hi.
So we are here at one of the lakes off the Seeuws Road. There's a little truck or something blocking the way of that Toyota. There's some old equipment or something. So the road is not that great actually. There's mud holes and stuff like that. So, but my little Skoda could make it, so probably most cars can make it. Probably good to bring a mask. I'm a little self-conscious about opening my eyes in this water. It's actually quite chill. Oh, see, that monkey's drinking from it. It's perfectly fine. We'll come back. This is a cool place, and the deeper you go, it is pretty deep. The deeper you go, the cooler it gets. I really expected it to feel like bath water, lukewarm. It's actually kind of chill, so this is a good way to cool off if you take in the necessary precautions. Get your hep shots every day, I guess.
I can't vouch for what's in the lakes, and if you do visit them, do so at your own risk, but I'm looking forward to checking them out again. And about our power woes, well, they served a good reminder about the things that really matter. Our landlords live on the first floor. They were good enough to give up a room for us when our top floor turned into a sauna. Community coming together in a difficult time, so many thanks to our landlords for being so self-sacrificing when they really didn't have to. And since then, we have gotten our electricity fixed. Honestly, surviving in the Indian summer takes a lot out of you, especially if you're used to luxuries and privileges we often take for granted in the Western world, and usually in climates that are quite a bit more forgiving in summer. But it really is worth it because there are awesome things to learn and experience during the harsh summer months in India. We've discovered some pretty cool stuff in the middle of all the heat waves, and we've had some nice adventures. We're going to be making some changes to this show in the next few months. Our goal has always been to turn this into a show fit for television, but on a tighter budget. Up until now, we've been thinking about this show more as a glorified vlog, but we're just about ready to turn the corner and turn this into something bigger and at the same time more focused and planned. So please stay tuned and share the show. Thank you to all of you supporters who have been helping the show out. Even if you can't support the show monetarily, every time you share an episode on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, or Reddit, this helps out immensely. Until next time, keep it creative, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it constructive, YouTube. Thank you very much.